You're going to school?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yes.
Yes. Aw, how awesome.
And
Yeah.
I going to school too, because I go to school today is going to have fun, but I didn't eat, but I just eat a lot.
That sounds interesting. Before you go to school, do you want to meditate and pray a minute?
Yeah.
Yes, let's pray.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. How does it get even better? What else is possible now? I just wanted to really kind of let you guys know. Yesterday we had such an amazing day, and one of the amazing things we did was we got to be. I had an event at Saks Fifth Avenue. Actually, one of my clients is a personal stylist there, and she hosted this beautiful event, and it was this beautiful event with people that are really truly from like all walks of life, and some of them were her clients, and some others were actually the store director of Saks came. And it was just such a nice experience to have this intimate gathering of people who were, let's say, curious about what we do, curious about consciousness, curious about change. And to have somebody that was such an advocate, Lindsay was such an advocate for making this happen. I was so moved and so grateful. And what I wanted to share with you guys too is again, we talk oftentimes about you never know who comes into your life, and you never really know why they come into your life, right? There's an old phrase that I used to love and that I've started to use again in helping people with relationship. And that is, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? And what if we didn't have a judgment based upon how long somebody was going to be there, or the prerequisites or the requirements of said friendship that had to, we try to force those relationships. Maybe sometimes we think that they are for a lifetime and we want them to be for a lifetime, but maybe they're just for a reason. Maybe they teach us some really, really, really powerful lesson. To rewind, to expand upon that, I think, I shared with you guys that I had set some pretty hefty boundaries with someone who I would definitely consider one of my best friends. And we actually hadn't really had a conversation in about 7 months. And we got together yesterday. And I realized, those relationships that you do have for a lifetime, because you can go, things can happen. You can come in and out of each other's lives. And that when you get together and you have these conversations about what you did learn, and the evolution of where you've been and the things that you've gone through, and maybe the hurt or the pain or the whatever, you come to this understanding that you actually see the value in the other person, and you see the value in knowing that you want this person to be in your life. And it was a really, really healing conversation also for me, because I realized how much I've grown in terms of really communicating and not being afraid of other people's responses, right? Oftentimes, I recognize that I avoid confrontation, but I don't avoid confrontation because I don't like to communicate. I avoid confrontation because I don't do well with anger. I don't do well with aggression. I don't do well with having to forcefully justify and validate my beliefs or my points of views, or what is required for me in a partnership. And I realized that one of the reasons that I had set such strong boundaries was because I was afraid of the confrontation, if you will, and not afraid of the confrontation, but just how it unfolds, right? And so there's a lot coming up right now, guys. And we actually spoke about it last night at the event at Saks Fifth Avenue. There's really so much coming up about our relationships. Okay. And what if this was really the time for us to acknowledge who we're attracting into our life, why we're attracting them into our lives, what we can do to align even greater with those energies that we do want into our lives. The energy of Scorpio is very It's deep, it's intense, and those energies like to create lasting relationships. Scorpio is one of the most loyal signs in the zodiac, actually, almost to a fault, because they'll get their stinger in you, and it will be very hard for you to leave no matter what. And so we're all feeling that pull in our relationships now as well. When will we have someone who will commit to us for life? We put all these prerequisites, all these judgments, all these points of views on it. So let's allow the energy of where we're at now and what is coming up for us to just simply look and observe the relationships that we have, the friendships that we have, the intimate relationships we have, and the business relationships that we have. Are you content with them? Do you like them? Do you enjoy them? Would you like to have more of them? Would you like to change and transform those partnerships into something that maybe might work for you a little bit, a little greater? Okay, so let's go ahead and begin our meditation. And let's close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. And as we find ourselves in our heart, let's acknowledge our relationship with ourselves and be grateful for our relationship with ourselves. And now let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our awareness to the center of the earth. And as we shift our awareness to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling in the center of the earth. And let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras, popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. And see yourself in this ball of light. And now imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that we're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine your ball of light lifting you up, out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, past different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some light and some dark. And through those layers, through a golden-like light, and through a golden-like light, and through a jelly-like substance light, and through a jelly-like substance light, through a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And from the law of compassion, you enter into this 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. And you feel this energy dissolve around you. You feel your ball of light mixing and melting with this amazing energy. And as you feel that energy all around you, you see the connection between you and all things. From here, we'll ask for some downloads for the group. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that you're connected? You're connected to those around you, you're connected to the universe, and you're connected to yourself. What does it mean to be connected? What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like to be connected? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like to trust your connections and to know that it's possible for you to create different ones, that you're worthy of creating different connections. Oftentimes people will say, yeah, I have to manage my relationships. I have to manage my friendships. So I can only have a few friends. So all of those points of views and conclusions and expectations you have about the people that you have in your life, the role that you have to play in order to, let's say, maintain them. Can we please destroy and uncreate that? And would you like to know what it feels like to call in other energies into your life that would be a contribution to you? Reminds me, I was working with someone not too long ago, and they said, I'm really am struggling with, the fact that my friends are changing. I'm changing, but my friends are not. And I said, well, what is the struggle? And they said, well, I just see so much for them, and I want to empower them, and I want to help them choose and help them change and help them grow. And they're just staying the same. And so what if you're the one who is really not willing to grow by actually maybe letting them go? Maybe you need to create and allow for other energies to come into your life. But oftentimes we're the one who's holding on, right? Wanting to change someone, wanting to fix someone, wanting to make someone into something that they're not. Is that really for them, or is that really for us? And so everywhere in our lives, we may be doing that consciously or unconsciously. Can we please destroy and uncreate it? And from that space, you can see the contribution that those relationships can be as they grow and evolve, right? I don't have all spiritual, metaphysical, energetic people around me. I also have people who I enjoy going to the theater with, or people who I enjoy, going out and dancing and drinking and partying. And again, not to separate that you can't have all of it, but also to realize that those people in your life are there for an incredible contribution. And what would it take for us to not judge them and just to enjoy them? If you like that, say yes. And sometimes we're deeply, deeply afraid of meeting new friends or meeting new people or bringing new people in our life because we're afraid of how the others will feel. How will the others feel if you're creating new partnerships? And so everywhere that you've decided that you need to make your business what other people feel and how other people perceive you and how other people judge you, can we destroy and uncreate it, please? And would you like to know what it feels like to know how your choices, your relationships, everything that you do empowers others? It doesn't diminish them. If you'd like that, say yes. Excellent. So now let's shift our awareness to our healings today. Let's please continue to send Ben's friend, Linda, unconditional love and healing on her journey, and also to her daughter and her daughter's family. Let's also please send unconditional love and light to Betty, and also to Alex, and send unconditional love and light to Michael, and also to Tom and Judy. And Cindy, let's send Cindy unconditional love and unconditional light. And I would like to just take a second and send a healing to each and every one of you. Each and every one of you who can hear my voice and can hear this, past, present, or future. We are sending you a healing. You're seeing you surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. And just know that whatever's on your path right now, you're supported, you're cared for, and you're loved. Great. And last but not least, would you like to know that you are unconditional love? That you be unconditional love, and the unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now take your palms and rub your palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And now place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. One more thing. I wanted to send unconditional love and light to those who were affected by the explosion in Istanbul. Really kind of hit home for me because where that explosion happened was literally very, very close to where I was living in Istanbul. And so please send all of those people unconditional love and light and healing. Thank you. Now place your hands on your heart and congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here, for showing up and for choosing and for being a part of this amazing experience. And thank you to all of our newcomers. I see so many new people also. Hi, Jackie. Welcome. Guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Have way too much fun. And same time, same place tomorrow, okay?
Thank you, my love.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you.
Thank you. I love you too. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, love.
Love you, Auntie.